Bula, Malalay, Talofa and Welcome to Season 6, Episode 45 of Breakfast Bites by TEIVOVOsports.com. A wrap of Pasifika People's sports news on a bright and warm Tuesday morning, 15 August 2023. Coming to you with tons of hanisi from the 180th meridian in the middle of the Pacific Ocean. In football, the raging success of the FIFA World Cup has Australians optimistic about launching another bid to host the men's tournament in 2034 after their failed 2022 bid. Much of that bid's problem, difficult time zones for the rest of the world, has been shown up as much less of an issue than expected by the huge TV ratings for the women's event. Given the FIFA World Cup for men's is contested by 48 countries, the tournament will have to be staged in Australia, New Zealand and Apia Park or Teufaiva Stadium in Nuku'alofa? No? In rugby, World Rugby has unveiled the bumper match schedule for WXV, the new Women's International 15s competition. In WXV 1, starting Friday 20 October in Wellington, New Zealand, sees England up against Australia, followed on Saturday with Canada facing Wales and world champions New Zealand versus France. In WXV 2 on Friday 13 October in Cape Town, South Africa, sees Italy take on Japan before Scotland versus South Africa, and USA will then tackle Samoa on Saturday. Dubai is the venue for WXB 3, with Fiji set to face Colombia and Ireland up against Kazakhstan on Friday 13 October. The next day sees European qualifier Spain pitted against Kenya. In Rugby League, so what does the Gold Coast Titans 10-year deal locking in their captain Tino Fa'asuamaleau on a yearly salary of Australian $1.2 million mean for the market? Payne Haas recently turned down a contract extension from the Broncos worth Australian $1.1 million a season for 3 years. The sky's the limit. In sports biz, the 2023 Women's World Cup is down to its final 4 teams, and whoever is left standing next weekend in Sydney is guaranteed to be a first-time winner with a record cash prize. 4 countries have won the Women's World Cup since its inception in 1991. The USA 4 times, Germany twice, Japan and Norway. But Japan's quarterfinal loss means a new country will lift the trophy, as Spain, Sweden, Australia and England are left to compete for the title. FIFA increased this year's prize money to US $110 million, up from US $30 million in 2019. The winning country will receive US $4.3 million cash, in addition to the US $270,000 allocated to each player on the victorious squad. By the time the 2027 FIFA Women's World Cup begins, potentially in the US, FIFA has said it wants to offer equal prize money for the men's and women's tournaments. So, US $440 million was awarded to the men last year in Qatar. Amazing. In combat sports, UFC is donating US $1 million to the Hawaii Wildfires Relief Fund after Maui and Lahaina suffered catastrophic losses. In addition, the UFC created a special UFC Hawaii t-shirt with 100% of proceeds going towards recovery efforts. It's been horrible to see the wildfires raging across Maui, causing devastation to that beautiful place and the amazing people who call it home, UFC Prayers Dana White said. My heart goes out to all of you who have suffered so much loss, but I want all of you to know you're not alone. The Hawaii people embody the warrior spirit like no one else, and we stand with you. For TEIVOVOsports.com, I'm Calden Kamea. Please hit the like and subscribe buttons below if you want to receive more Pasifika sports highlights on Breakfast Bites. Mahalo, ka kite, and thank you all too much for all your love and support.